What's up, guys? We are back on Prize Picks, taking a look at some more NFL player props, and we have been freaking killing it. Last week in the NFL, that includes Thursday night, Monday Night Football, and the main Sunday slate. We absolutely killed it. I'm looking to get right back on track here and just continue to kill it in the NFL. Here we have the Jaguars going to New Orleans and playing the Saints today, and I have some player props that I'm really liking. One main play for me, which may end up being a 1.5 unit play, and then also have a pair for that as well. Let's go and just hop straight into today's video over on Prize Picks. You're probably already on Prize Picks, but if you're not already, you can join right now with promo code DOMG and the link down in my description below. You guys can go ahead and join me right now over on Prize Picks. But on top of that, if you guys want to see everything that I'm playing, you guys can go ahead and join me in the Dub Club. The Dub Club, if you don't know what Dub Club is, it is a messaging service that sends all of my plays to you every entry that I make. It gets sent to you via 4 different options. There's Discord, the Dub Club app, email, Telegram. There's a bunch of different options to receive my plays, but just to show you guys that I've been cashing like crazy, we just barely fell short on Thursday Night Football of the 10x right there, well, in a push right there in Zach Gallen, but still, we absolutely killed it, man. You can see some of the W's we had right here, $40 to $120. You have a bunch of first half cash right there in the NFL. Sunday slate was absolutely amazing. Hit a 10x right there, had another entry right there, $120 W right there. That was divided. That was actually a $120 W right there over on Parlay Play. So we absolutely killed it. You can just see over my Twitter how many W's that we've been having. I mean, last Thursday Night Football is very good as well. If I keep scrolling down here, Thursday Night Football between the Broncos and the Chiefs. I mean, we got to scroll through all these W's here to go find it. You have right here Travis Kelce and Javonte Williams. We absolutely killed it, man. All the Dub Club members are extremely happy. At DOMG Props on Twitter, you guys can go and see all those W's. But if you guys want some even more proof here that we're actually cashing compared to some other people out there, you guys can see right here, these are my lifetime net winnings over on Prize Picks. They have been over $5,000, as you can see right there. Straight from Prize Picks, no pickets that are showing off, you know, increased unit sizes. We can manipulate that kind of stuff. It's just straight dollar amount net winnings from Prize Picks, as you can see right there. So that just showed you guys that I'm reputable compared to some other people out there. But if you guys want to see it right now, all my plays, there's 2 different special offers down there in my description. If you guys want to join me over in the Discord, or what I mean is over on the Dub Club, I actually do have a free Discord, which is linked down there with just a couple free plays. But Dub Club, you guys get to see absolutely everything that I play. 2 months for the price of 1. You're only paying for 1 month, yet you're getting 2 months of my all access. My plays, by the way, come for 4 different sports: the NBA, NHL, MLB, and the NFL. On top of that, for 5 different player prop sites. That includes Prize Picks, Sleeper, Underdog, Parlay Play, and Chalkboard. 5 different player prop sites, 4 different sports. 2 months for the price of 1 is the first offer. The second offer is NFL only. I'm giving you guys $5 off. That is the second offer down there. It's only NFL, so no other sports included, but it still does include all of the player prop sites and things like that. So if you guys want $5 off your first month, you guys can go ahead and check that out as well with the links down in my description below. But that's pretty much going to do it, man. So just hop straight into what you guys have been waiting for. Longer intro, sorry about that. Really excited about how things have been going on in the Dub Club, though, so got that out of the way. Let's hop in, play responsibly and at your own risk. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and you know, give me a follow on Twitter at DOMG Props. I did a giveaway just the other day as well. I gave away a couple bucks to a couple different people over on the Twitter. So if you guys want to check that out as well, and let's just hop in, play responsibly. Let's do it here. First player prop here. We'll start with the good one here. My favorite of the 2 is going to be in the receiving yards category, because I like Alvin Kamara here, over 30.5 receiving yards. This is probably the most, you know, most popular play that anyone has had in a while. I feel like I've seen this all over the place, and I'm on it, man. Alvin Kamara over 30.5 receiving yards. I think it's a good play personally. He was a Prize Picks discount the other day as well, so you know, I just like Kamara over 30.5 receiving yards here. I think he's in a great spot here. They've definitely been using Kamara in the receiving game. I mean, just take a look at how many receptions he's been having in the last couple of games here. I do like his receptions over 4.5, by the way, as well. But he's at 13, 3, and 7 catches in the 3 games he has played this season, coming off that suspension here. So I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the receiving yards. I don't mind also the rush plus receiving yards. I think that's another good over right there, 85.5. But I personally just went with the receiving yards there at 30.5. I think it's a pretty good spot. But let's get into the reasoning on why I like Kamara so much here. So Alvin Kamara here, this is what he's done this season. He's had quite a few targets here too. So we already took a look at his receptions, but 14, 3, and 8 targets on 33, 17, and 36 receiving yards here. He's probably going to have about 5 receptions in this game if I had to guess here. But take a look at how some other running backs have done against the Jaguars this year. You can see right here, Jonathan Taylor had 46, and in the same game, Zach Moss had 38. 11 receptions between the 2. Kamara had a game himself already this year with 13 receptions. So I think it's a good shot. Kamara could possibly put up those types of crazy numbers there as well. I mean, you had 2 running backs last week on the same team go over the receiving yards. Week before, you had James Cook, not exactly a complete receiving back. He's fine in the receiving game, but he had 25 yards against them. Bijan Robinson, the week before that, he had 32 receiving yards on 5 receptions. I think we kind of see the same thing here with Alvin Kamara. You have Dameon Pierce, definitely not a receiving back. He had 3 catches on 3 targets for 28 yards. Not a bad game right there from a guy who is not a reception running back. Then you have like Jerick McKinnon here with 24, with Hilaire having 17 right there. So I really like the numbers that I've been seeing right here from the Jaguars. If you want to break it down just a little bit more, you can go to running back here on this tool right here from lineups. Just running back receiving yards per game here that the Jaguars are allowing. And Jaguars kind of right in the middle of the package. I mean, they're allowing about 35 receiving yards per game to opposing running backs here. Not really any running backs behind Alvin Kamara for the most part. I mean, they have a few guys there. Got some rookies there, Keandre Miller. I don't know what his injury status is, but I'm not super worried about it. Kamara's just definitely had that workload as of the last few games. They got a couple pieces there in the running game, but I'm not really super worried about that. I think Kamara's in a great spot against the Jaguars. That may end up being a 1.5 unit play for me right there. I think that's a play that I'm definitely going to run. Maybe again, besides just this other half of the entry that I'm going to show you guys here. So let's hop into the other half of this entry here. But this unit for me, by the way, is going to be 0.75 units. That's 75% of a unit. I'm not going with the full unit on this one. I'm not super confident in this one compared to some of my other plays, I would say. So the confidence level is a little bit down if you guys like kind of gauging that. But still, I'm confident it's going to hit, of course. Just I feel a little bit better about some other plays. I'm just not a fan of this Jaguars player prop as much as what I'm trying to say here. And part of the reason here is that it's going to be a punt prop. We're going with the punter here. I like Logan Cook over 4.5 punts here against the New Orleans Saints. Saints have been very good at allowing other teams to punt the ball, I would say. So if you take a look here at Logan Cook and what he has really done lately, let's X out those tabs there. Logan Cook here, you see what he's kind of done. He has had 4, 5, 3, 2, 5, and 5 punts this year. So he's been over this in 3 out of 6 games this year. So nothing super crazy. Take a look at what other punters have done against the Saints this year. You take a look here, 3 out of the 6 have been over against the Saints so far this year. So, it's just 50% across the board for both of those right there. So why do I like Logan Cook here? Well, if you take a look here at the most punts allowed last season, you can take a look and just see that the Saints, they allowed the 5th most punts per game in the league last year. On top of that, take a look at what's happening this year. They allowed the 4th most punts in the league this year as well here. So I think the Saints have a very nice defense, and I don't exactly trust the Jaguars, especially with Trevor Lawrence's injury status being up in the air. I mean, this prop has a huge boost. If Trevor Lawrence doesn't play, I think he does play, but I don't really know. He was limited in practice. I think they're going to be run the ball a little bit more. I think it's going to give the chance to the Saints defense to allow some of those third down stops here and force Jacksonville to punt here. So I think Logan Cook's in a pretty good spot here. I really like the Saints defense. I think they are able to force Logan Cook to punt the ball a little bit here. You see what he's done like against Buffalo even in Kansas City and the Colts. I think the Saints defense is in a pretty solid spot here. I just really like their defense overall, and I like Logan Cook over those 4.5 punts there. So I will say there's kind of a game stack you can do as well. Actually, another point that I want to point out here, if you take a look at sportsbooks, it's a minus 145 on sportsbooks for the punts in this game to be over 9.5. So they're favored 10 punts in this game. If you take a look at the lines as well for which team is projected to have more punts in this game, the Jaguars are favored over the Saints to have more punts in the game. So they're kind of favoring, Logan Cook to go over those 4.5 punts, considering they are favoring the over 9.5 for punts, and they're also favoring the Jaguars to have those punts. So that's another part of my reasoning on why I like Logan Cook over those punts. But they're sportsbooks, I don't believe, put out lines for punters at like 4.5. I think this is just more of a prize picks thing, or these player prop sites. I think they only, these player prop sites are pretty much only putting out those ones. But that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. If you guys want to join the Dub Club, like I said, right now is one of the best times to do so. I mean, we've just been absolutely smashing it for sure. If you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, the Dub Club, you guys can check it out right now if you guys want to do so. 2 different special offers down there in my description below. You guys can join me, and hopefully we end up cashing out some player props, because just like we've been doing, man, because this last week was absolutely amazing. Hoping to do the same today. Not the biggest fan of this slate here, just because I'm not really liking too many Jaguar players as of now. Hopefully that ends up changing by the end of the slate. Dub Club members, of course, are going to know, but that's going to do it, man. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Join the free Discord. Link is down in my description below. Join the Dub Club. All different stuff. Just overall play responsibly, and hopefully we end up cashing out on prize picks together. NBA season soon. See you guys later.